starting lineups. First for Grandview University. Starting at guard, 5'8" junior from Silver Lake, Minnesota. Number 4, McKenna Monahan. And another guard, 5'10" senior from West Des Moines, Iowa. Number 20, Casey Carr. At the other guard, 5'4" sophomore from Waupun, Iowa. Number 34, Maddie Alstrom. At forward, 6'3" senior from Des Moines, Iowa. Number 14, Mia Rosner. And the other forward, 5'9" junior from Lime Springs, Iowa. Number 15, Shannon Pisney. Grandview is coached by Kelly Greenway. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing your Pioneers. Starting at guard, 5'6" sophomore from Kansas City, Missouri. Number 2, Jordan Gonzalez. At the other guard, 5'7" junior from Ashland, Missouri. Number 20, Tramshawn Smith. At forward, 6'1" senior from Lenexa, Kansas. Number 22, Mackenzie Lowe. At the other forward, 6-foot freshman from Stillwell, Kansas. Number 30, Ariel Sargent. And at center, 6'2" junior from Carl Jokson, Missouri. Number 42, Megan Scott. The Pioneers are coached by John Lewis, assisted by Natalie Knight Johnson, Nick Edson, and Drew Beecroft. Today's referees are Michelle Kramer, Kaylee Davidson, and Chris Cooper.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome inside the Bell Family Arena. We are ready for tip-off as the visiting Grandview University comes into Olathe, Kansas to take on your Mid-American Nazarene University Pioneers. This is the semifinal matchup of the Heart of America Athletic Conference Tournament. Pioneers are able to hold home court, on, Wednesday night? So they are here facing Grandview. Grandview knocked off CMU to make it here today. Winner goes on to the championship game to be played on Monday. Thank you for joining us here on the Pioneer Sports Network. I am Kyle Walker. Joining me again 2 times in a row. I didn't scare him off the first time. Nate Launes. Hey, Nate.
How's it going? Excited to watch some playoff basketball here. 2 really good teams.
We are ready to get going, and the tip is controlled by Grandview. They will start first. Actually, I think we kind of controlled the tip, but we tipped it to them. Does that count?
I think we still get the next jump ball.
Right now, Grandview working on their offense, working it around the perimeter right now. If you're watching, number 15 is going to be the focal point of the Grandview offense. That's Conference Player of the Year, Pisney. They try and go to her. The ball gets knocked free, so the Pioneers with the turnover. They have it. Megan Scott to the rim. Pump fake, but I think the foot drug on her. Indeed it did. Travel is called. Turnover on the Pioneers.
And you have to wonder if the presence of number 14, Mia Rosner, was a factor in that travel, as the Defensive Player of the Year in the conference led the conference in block shots.
Mia Rosner, senior, listed at 6'3", so definitely can match up with both Pioneer bigs. Right now it's Pisney with the ball. She's going to try and work on Mackenzie Lowe. Mackenzie Lowe, runner-up in the conference conversation, so you got 1 and 2 going against each other right now. She dishes it out. Jumper on the way. No good. Rebounded by Megan Scott. Here come the Pioneers. Ariel Sargent was streaking up the left side of the floor. They couldn't find her, so now they go to Tramshawn Smith. She drives. Layup is up. Too strong. No good. And that's rebounded by Grandview. Grandview with a little bit of a break as Smith is trailing the play. This is going to be an open look. Ooh, but good recovery by Scott. No shot. Now Pisney with it. 10 seconds gone by on the shot clock. There's an entry pass. Not knocked out of bounds. Mishandled.
Great transition defense there by the Pioneers. Ariel Sargent got cross-matched onto the big, onto Rosner there, and Megan Scott was able to kick her out, get her back out to guard in the perimeter on the corner, and force a turnover. Great play.
Ball back to the Pioneers. Now it's Tramshawn Smith with it. Goes to Gonzalez up top. Gonzalez trying to get her bigs moving. Now goes to Smith, left side, down low. Mackenzie Lowe with it. Spins, fires, and it's good. The double team came just a half second late. Lowe was already in her move and able to hit. So Pioneers strike first, up 2-0 here in the early goings of the first quarter. They go to Rosner. Rosner dishes it off. Pisney's going to drive, has a step. Shot is up, no good. Rebound collected by Grandview. Now a shot sent away. And the Pioneers with it. Gonzalez gets bumped, no call. Now they're going to slow things down and get it to Tramshawn Smith. Smith to Gonzalez. Gonzalez around the screen. Gets it to Scott. Scott, layup up and good on the left side. I really thought Rosner was going to come up with that pass. But now they go ahead to Rosner, driving the floor. Her shot no good. Grandview with the follow. And now it's up and good for 2 points.
Really important part of transition defense. If you're not going to come away with the block, you've got to box out that second person coming, and that offensive rebound paid dividends there for Grandview.
So now the Pioneers go to Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to turn the corner, looking for Scott. Scott wasn't looking for the ball, but Trelshawn Smith able to chase down the errant pass. Now she's going to try and create contested step-back jumper, no good, and rebounded by Grandview. Grandview not wasting any time. They want Rosner. And again, a pass to Rosner off her fingertips, and out of bounds it goes. Rosner has the speed advantage over Megan Scott, so they're going to go and sub her out right now and bring in Anna Ralston. Ralston, a little quicker with the feet, will be able to keep up with Rosner in that transition game.
Yeah, she's had a step in transition a couple of times now. Unable to convert, but something to watch going forward. Make sure our Pioneers can get back.
So now the Pioneers with it after the turnover by Grandview. Gonzalez with it around the screen, pushes it off to Sargent. Ralston wants it in the post. See if they can get it down to her. Instead, they go Smith. Smith drives, spins in the paint, floater on the way, left it short. And it's controlled by Grandview. Able to come out of that. Let's see, was Maddie Alstrom. So Carr gets the ball over, left side, three-point shot by Pisney on the way, no good. Rebounded by the Pioneers. 4-2 is your score here in the early goings. Trelshawn Smith around the screen. Oh, great feed underneath by Sargent to Low, good from the left side.
Pioneers love that double ball screen set. Slipped the first one, set the second one, and the slipper was open there right away. Great play.
I was going to make note. Clearly, Grandview watched the tape from the Pioneers last game. You see how they're not going under those screens that they're setting for Trelshawn?
Oh, yeah.
Because she got incredibly hot in the first game of this tournament. Grandview now going over the top of the screens and denying her that three-point shot. 5 seconds left. Pisney's going to drive. Double team comes. Shot is up. Wild. No good. Rebounded by Jordan Gonzalez. And you can see when Pisney drives, again, Conference Player of the Year, the Pioneers know it, the double team's coming. They're going to make somebody else beat them, are the Pioneers. Now Gonzalez drives, has a step, layup up and good. Jordan Gonzalez is fouled. She will go to the line for the potential three-point play.
Great time to attack there from Jordan. She refused the ball screen, drives baseline, while Rosner is out on the perimeter. No shot blocking presence at the rim. Great time to drive.
They're going to take Rosner out right now and give her a break, so they lose their height advantage underneath. Well, I don't even know if it's an advantage. They lose their height. Now Ralston trying to get the offensive board. Whistle blown, and they didn't give Ralston a place to land. So this is going to be a foul called on Grandview. Jordan Kramer, just into the game, gets called for the personal. Pioneers are going to inbound from the baseline, and now the coach of Grandview wants to talk things over. It's called a timeout, 30-second timeout. Pioneers up 8-2 with 5:37 remaining in the first quarter. All right, break it down, Coach. What are you seeing out there?
Man, it looks to me as if the four-guard, one big lineup from Grandview is really having issues guarding our two post players. We're going to have one mismatch no matter how they go in a 4-out, 1-in. But on the other hand, they have beat us down the floor a couple times and been unable to convert. So the speed advantage and having our bigs out on the perimeter, a little bit of a tough matchup going forward. They may be able to convert a couple of those layup attempts, but going inside for the Pioneers has been great. I'll expect them to continue that.
Look at that. I put him on the spot, and he comes through like a champ. Not the best color man in the business for nothing, folks.
And 44 in for Grandview. 44 in for Grandview now, too. Shot blocking presence possibly looks almost as tall as Rosner.
Yep, this is Brianna Bain has come into the game. So as you're getting harassed, there's an entry pass taken away. Pisney with the steal. Going to try and cross up Mackenzie Lowe. Drives, dishes it out. Three on the way. No good off the left side. Long rebound, though. It's still controlled by Grandview. They're going to have another chance with this offensive possession. This is Alstrom over to Pisney. Pisney looking down in the post. Pass got high, and they're going to call a foul. Is this going to be on Sargent?
I think so, yeah.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to say Ariel Sargent threw a little forearm down there.
And I've been so impressed with Mackenzie Lowe's ability to guard Shannon Pisney on the perimeter. I mean, Mackenzie spends most of her time defending in the post, and she's guarding a great player out on the perimeter and done an excellent job so far.
Here's a drive, kick out. Good recovery by Smith. Boy, the Pioneers defense is just all over him right now. Down to 5. Can they hold him? They got a hoist a shot on its way. No good left side, but they give up the offensive board. Back taps, controlled again. Boy, the offensive glass is being owned by Grandview right now. Pisney wants to drive. Hesitation step. Mackenzie Lowe sends that shot back. Lowe with the clean block. Rebounded by Ralston. Pioneers go to Lowe down underneath. She spins in the paint. Got stuck. Got to find someone. She gets it out to Charleston Smith. Smith going to drive in the paint. A lot of contact. Layup up and good. Great drive by Smith, but now the Pioneers got to get back. You can hear the bench probably imploring the defense to get back quickly. Now, of course, the ball in the hands of Pisney. She's going to dish it off. That's Kramer along the baseline. She's working right, has a step, has the lane. Shot is up. Ralston got a piece. Now Lowe with a block. Now another block. At least I'm giving her credit for those blocks. Twice, they just hit the bottom of the backboard. Did Beyonda Bain. Now Pisney's going to take a seat. Pioneers need to be aware of that.
Something to keep an eye on is the offensive rebound numbers from Grandview here. Mackenzie doing such a great job guarding on the perimeter, but that also means she's not under the goal to defensive rebound, and they've been unable to capitalize on those offensive boards so far, but can't expect that to continue.
Yeah, that's so far, correct. All right, Lydia Austinson has come in for the Pioneers. Here's a shot, 15 feet out, right elbow, up and good. Knocked down by Niemeyer. 10-4 is your score. Jalen Irvin's come in for the Pioneers. She goes left side to Smith. Smith up top to Austinson. Austinson's going to go around the screen, working right, drives down. The shot is up and no good, and they're going to say last touch by the Pioneers. Austinson went ahead and took on Bain one-on-one. Didn't work out well for Austinson. That's 5'8", taking on 6 foot.
Great take, and 6'3" Rosner coming over and help side there. Shot blocking presence as well.
So now they go Rosner. She's on the other side of the three-point line, probably not where she wants to be. They're going to go down low underneath. And now here's a shot and a foul. So going to the free throw line. Well, I can't see who this is. I have a coach in front of me. Who is that? Oh, that's Kramer. So Kramer going to the line. She's going to shoot 2. Lydia Austinson called for the personal. If you'll think back to 2 days ago, Austinson was just plagued by foul trouble. First free throw, no good. Just want to point out to everyone, if you're watching the game, there is this chat room feature here on YouTube. We've been having a lot of fun with it this year. So if you are watching and if you see that chat room feature, go ahead and light it up. Let us know where you're at, who you're rooting for, where you're watching from, who your player is, all that good stuff. We love interacting when possible. So the second free throw was good. And now a turnover on the Pioneers. An entry pass to Anna Ralston was too high, taken away by Grandview. Three-point shot on the way, left wide open, but no good. And that was Trelshawn Smith who was able to knock the rebound back. Ralston collects. Pioneers heading down the floor. Smith open, 3 on the way. Got it! Trelshawn Smith knocks down the tray. 13-5 is the Pioneer lead. Now, this is the first trip in here for Grandview this year. They did not come in during the regular season. The Pioneers took the win at Grandview. So Pioneers looking for the clean sweep this year. Ralston all over the offensive player. That was Rosner. Sorry, now here's a pass. Out of bounds it goes. It was off the fingertips of Kramer. Ball back to the Pioneers.
Great ball pressure there from the Pioneers, denying reversal passes when the offensive player had picked their dribble up. Great ball pressure applied and forced a turnover. Big play.
And on your screen is a replay of Trelshawn Smith's 3. Well done. Now Jordan Gonzalez back into the game. Gets it to Austinson. Austinson working left. Whoa, boy. I thought she was going to put that dribble back down. And now an entry pass off the fingertips. This is going to be last touch by Grant. Oh, whoa, what? No, okay. The official is correcting it. Yeah.
Back to the Pioneers, Megan Scott.
There we go. Now we've got someone in there, an MNU fan in the chat room. Fan of Seabolt. All right. Sure we'll be seeing her probably here shortly. Sargent gets it into Austinson. Up to Megan Scott, who's come back into the game. Scott's going to take on Rosner. Double team comes. She spins away, and nice layup from the left side. Good from Megan Scott.
What a great take from Megan. Catching at the high post, 2 dribbles to her right hand, spins back left, and able to finish off glass with her left hand. What a play.
Now here's a shot, missed. Boy, missed everything, did Rosner. I think Megan Scott is in Rosner's head right now. This is what you and I were talking about before the game. Megan Scott may not be as tall, but she has the size and kind of clear out space underneath. Oh, and there's a three-point shot, good from Lydia Austinson. Timeout called by Grandview. This is called by the coach. She wants a full timeout, as she's seen enough of this nonsense. 18-5 is the score, and this is looking eerily familiar, if you're a Grandview fan, to what MNU did when they went to Grandview earlier this year.
I believe the halftime score of that game was something like 50-14. An incredibly lopsided score for a really talented Grandview team who's coming off a huge win against, an always tough Central Methodist team. So quality opponent and no lead is safe, but once again, Pioneers having a great start against the Vikings.
Yep, 18-5 here in the early goings. We're still first quarter as we're taking into the last few moments of it. So the Pioneers, again, if they win this game, they'll play here on Monday. So Monday will be the conference championship game. The home team is the highest seed. Well, we're number 1, so if we win this game, it'll be here. If Grandview is able to come back and take the game, I'm not 100% sure where they're going to be playing.
I think it may depend on the winner of the other semifinal game, but I believe Clark would be the second highest seed, and they would host the title game if they are to go ahead and win today.
There we go. So almost kind of good to know the where and what could happen, but we still have a lot of basketball left here to play, so don't go anywhere. Again, 1:49 remaining.
Shannon Pisney back in for the Vikings, and player of the year, averaging almost 20 points per game and held scoreless to this point. You got to see if they'll try to get her going here out of a timeout.
Pioneers have been very aware of where she is. They bring the double team pretty much anytime she's getting the ball. Now she's got it. Irvin is on her, and that's a very good athletic matchup. Irvin, good defender. Now Rosner has it, top of the key. Brings it right side, sets a screen. They get it to Pisney. She's going to try and drive. Dishes. They go to Rosner. Rosner 17 feet out, no good. And it goes to Jalen Irvin with the rebound. Pioneers with another stop, and here comes Jordan Gonzalez. Ariel Sargent was left wide open on the left side. They couldn't find her. They're going to go to Gonzalez. Megan Scott wants it underneath. She's got it. She just bodies through and not able to hit the shot. Now Pisney with the rebound. She's got her head up. She's looking for that dish. Good job by the Pioneers to get back. Pisney dishes it off. They're going to try and isolate the smaller player. Boy, and the Pioneers just backed off her. But the shot again won't fall. And this is rebounded by Sargent. The Pioneers are getting fortunate right now that Grandview just hasn't found the range.
Yeah, generated some quality looks, but at the same time, when you've been guarded tough early, sometimes that basket shrinks up on you.
Gonzalez with the drive, but Rosner, I think, got a piece of it, but it goes to Scott. Scott drives. No call. Boy, it looked like she was hacked on that play. Officials not blowing the whistle, though. Grandview out in transition. They go to Rosner. Rosner takes one dribble, dishes it off. Now driving right. Well, I'm sorry, that would be left. I'll learn those eventually. No good. That was a miss by Casey Carr. She couldn't hit from the left side. And we're going to have to look in between corners at the shooting percentage. Grandview's going to want to bring that up a bit. Sargent lofts at the buzzer. Oh, and it just rims out. That's going to do it here for the first quarter. And your final score at the end of one, 18-5. The Pioneers on top. Mackenzie Lowe, Trelshawn Smith are going to check in here in between quarters. So what are you seeing now, Coach? I mean, 18-5, you can't find much to be upset about, can you?
What a start from the Pioneers. And Ariel Sargent coming off probably the best game of her young career and has been rock solid here in the first quarter as well. Got a drive and kick three and knocked it down, just about hit one at the buzzer there, and has a couple defensive rebounds, has been solid on both ends. Just been very impressed with her play. And been, blown away by, again, the defense on Shannon Pisney, the player of the year, averaging near 20 points a game. And Grandview is shooting 2 of 18 from the field. Now, obviously, a very capable offensive team. We cannot expect that to continue. But 0 for 3 from the three-point line and 2 of 18 from the floor. Just great defense from the Pioneers, and, maybe a couple missed opportunities on some clean looks from Grandview. And, I'm sure those will begin to fall later in the game. But great start defensively for the Lady Pioneers, and, hope to see that continue.
Yeah, the Pioneers on the other end, they're shooting well. They're at 50% from the field. They're 8 for 16, and then 50% behind the three-point line at 2 for 4. So you really can't find too much to be upset about on the offensive end for the Pioneers. Again, if you're 50 and 50, you're doing all right. mean, I suppose you could always be 60%.
Yeah, done a great job executing a defensive game plan, and anytime Pisney has gone to the basket, there's been help there. Anytime Rosner's been on the perimeter, they've been able to box out. It's been a well-executed first quarter.
All right, we're back underway. The Pioneers with the ball. They go in the post to Megan Scott. Scott drives, dishes out. Sargent open for three. Got it!
There she is again, spotting up in the corner. Megan Scott draws a double team, and Ariel Sargent knocks it down.
21-5. The Pioneers still trying to pull away. Here's a drive. Oh, good contest by Smith. I didn't even see her. She came out of nowhere. Skied up there, and Rigatuso not able to hit around the skyward bound Trelshawn Smith. Now Smith's going to try a three. Oh, I can't believe that didn't fall.
Right on cue, what you were talking about earlier. The Vikings did go underneath that ball screen, and Trelshawn has no hesitation.
None. Here's an errant pass taken away. Trelshawn Smith ahead of the field, heading up the right side. Contact. No call. Oof. Now Pisney coming the other way, and she gets. There we go. She got stripped by Mackenzie Lowe. It went off the top of her foot. She wasn't able to chase it down before it went out of bounds. So a turnover on Grandview. Ball back to the Pioneers. And now Smith with the ball. The head coach of Grandview desperately wanting her word with the official. What do you think she's telling her?
You know, I don't know if she's asking for offensive fouls on the bigs going to offensive rebound for the Pioneers, or if she thinks that they're getting fouled on the other end. There's been a little bit of contact on both ends, and I think the officials have kind of let both teams play so far.
Tournament ball, you kind of have to.
Absolutely.
What a move on the left side by Mackenzie Lowe. Kept her pivot foot down, was able to spin inside to the left. Comes up with 2 points. Yeah, this has been interesting, like you said, keeping Mackenzie Lowe on Pisney. And Lowe is doing a great job, even getting drawn away from the rim.
That's her first team foul.
And Megan Scott was called for a personal underneath. Anna Ralston's going to check in. Scott's going to take a seat. Ariel Sargent leaves the game, and Austinson returns.
Yeah, McKenzie's done an excellent job of guarding a quicker player without fouling, and that's a big thing when you're guarding a scorer who's struggled early, is keep them away from the free throw line. If they get to go to the foul line and see one or two go in, then all of a sudden they can start to get hot from the field. So great job from McKenzie so far, and with good help side defense as well. Pioneers have rotated well on Pisney's drives.
First free throw was good from Rosner. Her second is on the way. Looks too strong, is too strong. Rebounded by Trelshawn Smith. So Smith with the ball, heading up the floor. 23-6 is your score.
Trelshawn with a wry smile after that rebound, because she might have stole that one out of Anna Ralston's hands.
She sure did. Oh, look at that. Ralston got open underneath. Rosner just lost her.
Here, Anna, does that make up for your missed rebound? Get you a layup.
There you go. And now we've got, that was a good head fake by Pisney. And a foul on Mackenzie Lowe. She got caught reaching in. I think she bit just a little bit on that fake. Now Rosner's going to leave the floor. Coming back in is Bain. So the foul on Mackenzie Lowe, just her first. Inbounding from the baseline is Grandview.
Yep.
Whistle blown, an illegal screen called.
America's play out of bounds there. A little screen-the-screener action, and that second screen, happened to hip check just a little bit. Got to stay set there, and that happens when the defense is chasing over the top of the screen really hard. Draw offensive foul, good play.
And that is called on Pisney. That is her first personal. And again, the coach of Grandview wanting to have a word with the official, and she definitely didn't like that call. Now Austinson back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez going to drive baseline all alone. Drops it off with Lowe. And she tries a shot. No good. She rushed a little bit. I don't know if she needed to do that, but it's easy for me to say from a bench. Now they go down low. Smith been on the pump fake, but Ralston, I guess, committed the foul.
Great shot fake there from Bain to get the first player off of her feet, and then questionable on the second one. I thought Anna might have got that clean.
I thought so too, and it seemed like that whistle came in pretty late, but...
You know what, though? When offensive players have a shot fake and get someone off their feet, 9 times out of 10 they're rewarded with the foul call on the contest afterwards.
There you go. See, that's that insider stuff. I didn't know that. First free throw, no good from Bain. She's got one more coming up. Got it.
It's also why coaches teach their men's teams to try to dunk everything, even if it's contested, because how many times have you seen a missed dunk and they just instantly call it foul?
Right. Boy, Trelshawn Smith went around 2 screens to try and get free. Drives, her shot, no good. Boy, there was contact again, no call.
Good contest there from Maddie Ostrom. And then the full court outlet pass to Bain.
Ralston, though, all over it. Now Ralston ties up with the Grandview player. So the ball's going to stay with stay with Grandview. Okay.
The physicality in the last couple minutes ratcheted up from both teams here.
I'm not going to lie, if you're the Pioneers and it's going to get physical, you want Ralston and Scott and or both on the floor. Now, open for three, nothing but net. Pisney able to knock it down, so she's on the board. We're going to see if that gets her going here in this game. 25-10 is your score.
A 44% three-point shooter this year, very capable outside shooter.
I tell you, Mackenzie Lowe was all over it. Oh, now we're trying to get too fancy. Austinson tried an entry pass to Lowe. Airmailed everybody. Out of bounds it goes. Turnover on the Pioneers. You got to be real careful. Momentum can change real quick.
See if they run a set here to go right back to Pisney after she gets her first field goal.
Boy, I sure would. Mackenzie Lowe is still on Pisney. Pisney's all alone here on the right side, the near side of your screen. Now she wants to get open. She's got it. Kicks it back up top. They're working around the perimeter. Three-point shot on the way. Too strong, no good. Long rebound, though. And kept alive by Grandview. That was very good play. That by Kramer. Kramer keeps it alive and able to get it to one of her own players. Pisney tries to drive. Hesitation step. Mackenzie Lowe is still there. And there we go. Lowe not called for anything. Gets the block. Honestly, I probably would have called that foul.
Yeah, that's the exact same play we were just talking about.
Correct.
After a shot fake, the contest afterwards oftentimes rewarded with a foul call, but
Not
Kinsey
this
did a
time.
good job staying vertical there.
Now Sargent looking for Ralston underneath. They get it to her. Ralston spins it to Lowe. Lowe crosses it to Gonzalez, and whistle blown. Personal foul is going to be on Monahan.
What a catch by Jordan Gonzalez.
That was a tough one.
Momentum taking her out of bounds, highly contested, takes contact, and no problem.
They're going to call that on the floor, so the Pioneers will inbound from the baseline. Sargent handling the inbounding duties. Long pass into Gonzalez. Back to Sargent in the corner.
Yep.
Now to Lowe. Lowe spins it to Ralston. Ralston dishes it out to Smith. Pioneers getting it to Lowe. Double team comes. Matters not. Mackenzie Lowe with the baby hook from the right hand. Able to put it in. 27-10 is your score. Grandview looking for an answer. The pass knocked away by Ralston. Able to recover was Grandview. They drive. Dish. Three in the corner. Air mailed. And now we're going to have a foul. That was a little aggressive on the box out. Was Niemeyer.
Foul number 13, Sadie Niemeyer. That's your first 13 foul. Back at the Pioneers.
Now, if you're playing rugby, that was perfect. But
It's the old Tom Izzo drill. Get the football pads out in practice,
That's
and
right.
let's go rebound.
and I have absolutely nothing to do with Michigan State, but I was always an Izzo fan.
Megan Scott had a mismatch in the post there. Pioneers weren't able to get it to her.
Ooh, she almost was able to fight that rebound away. No. So Mackenzie Lowe misses a little jumper on the right side.
Foul number 42, Megan
Boy, they called Scott on a foul?
They did, and that's her second personal, so she may be done for the half as Anna sat for all of about 9 seconds there and came right back in.
Welcome back. Well, I could see it going out of bounds. I sure didn't see a foul. She definitely was last to touch, though. Anywho, okay, so Anna Ralston back in.
And with that foul, Grandview will be in the bonus for the rest of the half.
And we are only 5 minutes gone by, so there's a lot of time left. They'll have quite a few chances to get to the charity stripe if the Pioneers get sloppy. Now they go underneath, spin on Mackenzie Lowe, and able to knock down the little jumper from inside the paint was Jordan Kramer. 2 points for Grandview.
Tough shot from Kramer. Came off of a curl cut, stopped on a dime, and spun back over her right shoulder and hit a shot over the contesting arm of Mackenzie Lowe.
Yep, and Lowe was there. There's a drive, dish. Sargent for three, no good. And rebounded by the Vikings.
And a great box out there from Kramer.
That
as
was
well.
a good box out. Now they drive. They go underneath. Shot is up. No good. Oh, and the Pioneers knock it away from each other. Sargent and Lowe both went up for the rebound, knock it away from each other, and it stays with Grandview. Well, that was an unfortunate turn of events, especially if it leads to points.
And to yet another offensive rebound for the Vikings.
Boy, no kidding. We'll have to look at that number at halftime. It's going to be staggering. Another shot, no good. 2 Pioneers there. And now I think we're going to have a foul called on Grandview.
Foul number 20, Casey Carr.
And Casey Carr called for the personal.
That's her first, fourth team foul.
A lot of feet tangled up there on the rebound.
Yeah.
I thought Trelshawn may have rolled an ankle. Glad to see she's okay.
She's all right. With Michaela Gooch out, they can ill afford to lose Trelshawn Smith as well.
Absolutely. Pioneers going to their famous box set. Going to run a pro cutter across the top and isolate McKenzie in the post. Couldn't get it to her this time.
Now Smith with it, going to try and create. Driving, taking on the big. Layup up, no good. You can see the Pioneers aren't even trying for the offensive rebound at this point. They are just sprinting back on a missed shot. Trying to stop that transition game of the Vikings. Pisney still on the floor.
As they should, because their half-court defense has been excellent.
They're trying to get Pisney freed up. Mackenzie Lowe's on her. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to work the ball around. Driving, dishing, three on the way. Oh, no, and it's good. Rosner hits the three-point shot, and she's fouled, going to the line for one more. Ralston called for the personal foul on the three-pointer.
And Mia Rosner has had several clean looks at scoring opportunities and been unable to convert. And then a highly contested three-point shot and knocks that one down and the foul.
Pioneer lead still dwindling, just piece by piece, but it is getting smaller. Up 12 right now.
Yeah.
Rosner trying to make it 11. Nope, too strong, no good.
If you're the Vikings, you're just trying to get this to single digits by the half, and you feel good about it.
You'd feel real good. These Pioneers just came out on fire. They've cooled off in the second quarter. Sargent with it, looking for Lowe underneath. Didn't give her a great pass. Boy, howdy. A lot of contact, but Lowe was able to turn around, pass it to Irvin. Irvin hits the layup right side. 2 points for the Pioneers. Much needed points. They lead back to 14 now.
There were 3 or 4 red jerseys surrounding McKenzie on that post.
Boy, they are all over Mackenzie Lowe. Now Rosner with a shot. Spins out, but boy, another offensive rebound. And here's the putback by Casey Carr. This is nuts. I mean, the offensive rebounds by the Vikings are just insane right now. 2.5 remaining here in the second quarter. Lowe with it. Ooh, didn't shoot. Gets it to Irvin. Irvin looking. Long pass over to Sargent. Sargent. 3 on the way. They're going to wave it off. Let's see who set that screen that they didn't like.
I think that's going to be on Jalen Irvin on the moving screen.
There we go. Foul on Irvin.
And you can hear Coach Lewis instructing his freshman guard, Ariel, you got to wait for your screener. If you take off a little bit early, your screener hasn't got a chance to set her feet. So that foul's going to be on Jalen Irvin, but your guard, Ariel Sargent, could really help her out there by being a little more patient on the ball screen.
It's just the 12-point lead now. Grandview with the ball. Pisney open look on the way. No good. Didn't hit. Boy, and again, the Pioneers almost giving up an offensive rebound. They're fortunate. Let's see that Bain hit the outline when she was collecting.
Nice set play there. Have your best player coming off a staggered double, and she got a clean look. Just couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, no, that was probably the best look she's had all day. They go to Sargent again. Sargent driving. Brings it back out. Gets it to Smith. Smith. Step back jumper. On its way. Got it. 2 points. Just 2. She was good foot inside the line.
That is a tough shot from Trelshawn Smith. Refusing the ball screen, take a step back, and foot on the line, only going to get a 2, but highly contested shot.
1:25 remaining until halftime. See if the Pioneers can keep this double-digit lead. Pisney with the ball. She goes up top. Wide open 3 on the way. Got it. Casey Carr knocks down the 3-point shot. Coming off a screen, she was left wide open. Had time to drink some coffee, read the paper, and still hit that 3-point shot. 31-20. Ooh, Smith picked up her dribble. She's in trouble. Gets it to Irvin. Irvin's pass knocked away. Smith chases it down. Smith going to drive. Another pull-up jumper, and she's fouled. So Smith, bailed out, is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Bailed out is right. They played great defense for 24 seconds of the shot clock, and then Trelshawn forced to take a really tough contested pull-up jumper, but you have to allow the shooter space to land, and they didn't. She's going to go to the line for 2.
Personal foul on Casey Carr, her second. Trelshawn again at the line, shooting 2. First free throw is on the way. Hits the front of the rim and trickles through. That one's good. Trailshaw was a little slow getting up. She seems to be a little hobbled. So hopefully she can just kind of walk this off.
2 for 2 at the free throw line. All of a sudden your ankle feels a lot better.
Absolutely. There we go, 2 for 2. So, yep, back she goes. 33-20. 45 seconds remaining. So the Pioneers should get a chance at the last shot of the half.
Yeah, 2 for 1 opportunity for Grandview if they went quick there.
They got to hurry.
Not to, yeah.
Yep. Oh, they want Rosner underneath. Good job by Sargent. Did you see her coming down to take that pass away?
Great help side defense with anticipation.
Game clock and shot clock are separated by just 1 second. Jordan Gonzalez has the play. Sargent running along the baseline. Smith looks like she's sitting this one out for the moment. She'll get moving here in a minute. Gonzalez goes right side. Drives, loses the ball off her foot. Out of bounds, turnover off the Pioneers.
Coach Lewis will not be happy with that. Usually when you run a set at the end of a half, you want to start that set about 8 or 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Went a little bit too early there, and now Grandview's going to have plenty of time to get a clean shot off.
12 and a half seconds. Yeah, they're going to get a look. And, Pisney is probably who they're going to be looking for.
Kinsey denying her in the corner.
Trailshawn Smith trying not to commit the foul.
There she comes.
And there we go. Knocked out of bounds. 2.7 seconds left. They're going to be inbounding in front of the Pioneer bench along the sideline. Okay, inbounding will be Kramer. And they're going to look for Pisney coming off a screen, I'm sure. They get it in. Whoa, there's a hoist at the buzzer. No good. So the Pioneers fortunate. Dodged a bullet on that one. And at the half, it's 33-20. The Pioneers with a 13-point lead. As definitely say Grandview might have controlled a little bit more of that second quarter than we would have liked. So they're going to set the clock for 15 minutes. We're going to come back in about 13 minutes, and we'll bring you all the first half stats once they get finalized and printed off and sent to us. You can see a few right now on your screen because Keegan is here and he knows exactly what he's doing. Grandview is bringing up their shooting percentage. I know they'd like to bring it up more, but the three-point percentage has gone up by a lot. They're controlling the glass. At least the Pioneers are working the ball around. So as you can see on your screen, we'll have a lot to talk about when we come back here before the start of the third quarter. So go ahead and refill your beverage, order another pizza, and we'll be back in about 12 minutes. All right, welcome back, everybody. Assuming you're back to your computers or TVs or wherever you're watching us from, let's go over the first half stats. Fire away.
Pioneers with a big advantage in the field goal percentage, shooting 48% from the floor, 43% from downtown, and Grandview held to just 22% from the floor and 33% from the three-point line, just 3 for 9. Big notable stats here from the Vikings. Mia Rosner and Shannon Pinsey, each 1 for 7 from the floor, the two leading scorers for the Vikings. And credit to Mackenzie Lowe, who's 4 for 6, has 8 points. Just 1 rebound because she's done such an outstanding job defensively on Shannon Pisney. She's been pulled away from the basket, doing an excellent job defending on the perimeter. And, possibly a side effect of that is the Vikings are ahead on the rebounding battle. They have 11 offensive rebounds in the first half. And I'm sure that was a point of emphasis. The Pioneers are going to look to rebound the ball better defensively. But if we're able to do that same kind of job on Shannon Pisney and keep her at a low percentage from the field, you may take that trade-off.
Absolutely. Largest lead of the afternoon so far is the Pioneers with 19. They're up 13 as we start the third quarter. So the first quarter is where the Pioneers were able to get the large lead. It was tied up at 15 points apiece in the second. Now we'll have to see how third quarter action goes as we are ready to get underway.
Pioneers with just 6 turnovers in the first half as well, and anytime they have low turnover numbers, we shoot it so efficiently from the field, that bodes well for Mid-America. So you may see the Vikings throw on a press here, potentially try to force some turnovers, which has been an Achilles heel at times this season, but great job in the first half, just 6.
Yeah, the Pioneers, 2 nights ago, that press really gave them fits for a while until they got it all figured out. But the Pioneers start the third quarter with the ball. We are underway. Trelshawn Smith has it. And already this is a broken play. You can see players out there yelling at each other. Smith's going to just try and handle it herself. Her shot a little off to the right. That's absolutely not what they drew up to start the third quarter. Rebounded by Grandview. Now they'll have their first chance. Pisney. Oh boy, it looked like she drug her foot. I heard someone on the Pioneer bench yell travel. I agree. But the officials didn't ask me.
Pisney able to get a switch, though, and gets Trelshawn Smith, goes right into the post.
Scott comes over to help. Wow, what a shot. 2 points for Pisney.
And you can see right out of the gate why we want Mackenzie Lowe to guard her.
Absolutely. Did you see that? I got a souvenir. Jordan Gonzalez threw a mask right at me.
Ask her to sign it after the game.
Yeah, it's like a foul ball. I caught it. It's mine.
Mackenzie
There we go. Mackenzie Lowe just takes it from the left side.
Great response from Mackenzie Lowe. Basket scored on one end. I'm going to go right to the rim, get one on our end.
And that's Conference Player of the Year and runner-up going basket for basket. We knew this would be a fun matchup here in the semifinals. Rosner has it now, works it left side. 3 on the way, contested. That's an air ball. That's probably not what the coach at Grandview wanted on that particular possession. They go to Scott. Scott faces up. One dribble, kicks it out to Sargent. Sargent now works left, comes back right, gets it to Trelshawn Smith. Lowe wants it in the post. She's got it. When's that double team going to come? Not quick enough.
Mackenzie
Lowe up and good from the left side of the rim.
Once again, the 2 post player offense for the Pioneers paying dividends, having a mismatch on one of those 2 big spots.
Well, there's a block from behind by Megan Scott. You see her just flick that away? Get this out of here.
Just a little flick of the wrist.
Yeah. You out of here. You done. Boy, Rosner free up top. And Rosner has proven she can hit the long distance shot. Here's the drive, trying to get around Mackenzie Lowe. This is Pisner. Wait, I keep saying Pisner. It's Pisney. Boy, now I'm doing what you did.
Pisney and Rosner.
Yeah, Pisney and Rosner. Good grief. There's a shot, no good from Rosner.
Indy double!
So again, I apologize, Grandview fans. I'm really not trying to get those mixed up. That's just what happens when you talk too fast and you're a below average broadcaster. So now Trelshawn Smith for the Pioneers. Hesitation, drives in the paint, little leaner up and good.
Trelshawn Smith.
There's nothing easy about what Trelshawn Smith just did.
Spin move and the difficult finish over the front of the rim off a double ball screen. What a play.
And now Pisney gets her shot rejected, and Gonzalez gets it taken away from behind. Unfortunate for the Pioneers. But good defense as Pisney went underneath, and both Lowe and Scott were waiting there. Now they're going to try and isolate Pisney around the screen. Lowe hits the deck. She steps back. 3 on the way. Short. No good. Rebounded by Trelshawn Smith, and Trelshawn is off to the races. 3 on 2 if the Pioneers hurry. Ooh, Trelshawn chooses to slow things down. I'm not going to argue with that decision. Scott with it. Going to try and create around Rosner. Spins right. And she's fouled. Scott's going to go to the line to shoot two. I think Scott feels like she's got the advantage over Rosner, even though, well, I don't know. I'm looking at them. You think they about the same size height-wise?
I think Mia listed at 6'3", Megan maybe 6'1", 6'2", but not giving up a ton of height, and certainly has a size advantage.
Listed at 6'2".
6'2",
yeah.
Okay.
There we go. First shot is good. Because, Megan Scott has been unafraid of matching up against Rosner.
And Rosner's 6'3", but long arms.
Oh, and look at those arms. Good grief.
I mean, she could go pheasant hunting with a broomstick.
That's a good one. I like it. 41-22 is your score. The Pioneers trying to pull away and keep this lead. Pisney with it. Around the screen from Rosner. Dishes it out. Here's a drive. Good take. Oh, and Megan Scott with the block. Wow, that was a late whistle. What happened there? Contact underneath?
I think so. Really clean up top, but once again, it's about letting the shooter have space to land. And I think Megan's feet got tangled up on the landing there.
So with her third personal, Megan Scott takes a seat. Anna Ralston back into the game. Because I know that block was clean. That contact had to have been underneath.
Yep.
At the line shooting two is Casey Carr. Her first shot no good. Worth noting that Grandview is now down in Ryan Robinson land. They are going one-on-one with the Birdman because he's down there whooping away.
Never an easy task for a foul shooter.
Nope. Both of them are a miss. Rebounded by Mackenzie Lowe. Pioneers. I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off.
No. Pioneers right back to their double high ball screen set. Going right back to Anna's going to slip this first one. Mackenzie will pop, and then they look to go high-low.
There's Mackenzie. Ooh, Smith contested. I think they got a piece of that. Ralston not able to keep it alive. Yeah, I think there was a fingertip on that shot from Smith. Altered the flight. Hello to my child people who are now watching the game. Child person 1 and 2 are watching. I'm glad you waited until school was over to tune in. I'd hate to have to hurt you guys on such a nice day. They're really scared. I can assure you of that.
Shaking in their boots at home.
Absolutely. They are also big Birdman fans.
Who isn't?
Exactly. Only opposing players and coaches.
Right.
Oh, there's a good shot from Rosner. 2 points for Grandview.
Yeah, really nice job from Rosner there of slipping the ball screen when Pioneers got into their ice. She got to the rim in a hurry.
And now able to draw the foul, Mackenzie Lowe. She got matched up well. Jordan Kramer ended up guarding her on that. Jordan Kramer is listed at 5'9". Mackenzie Lowe, she is up there at 6'1". And really, they don't even look that close when they're standing next to each other. So the foul is committed. Mackenzie Lowe is at the line to shoot two. And the first shot is good from Lowe. I'm trying to be nice and call this a second half with my mask on. I hate it. There we go. All right, second free throw is good.
It is uncomfortable, especially with the microphone.
It is. Well, and every time I talk, it tries to slip down my face. I'm not trying to look like I'm thinking deeply. I'm holding up my mask. Now Pisney able to knock down a shot about 14 feet away. Got in the paint, just a little pull-up jumper. 43-26. Right now, everyone's just kind of matching each other basket for basket. And now another foul on Mackenzie Lowe. They're going to call this on the floor. See who they're going to get for this.
Rosner again.
This is Rosner. That's fortunate for the Pioneers. Second personal. Now, timeout called by Coach Lewis. Just a quick 30-second timeout. Wants to talk things over. Can the third official come over and let us know that the coach called a 30-second timeout? Because 2 out of the 3 did.
Someone write it down. Make sure it's been documented. Coach, timeout, 30 seconds, Pioneers.
Yeah. Take that off the board. We are down 1 timeout.
Interested to see if the Vikings come out of this timeout as the lead continuing to grow for the Pioneers and maybe hop into some sort of full court press.
Yeah, I'm certainly not criticizing. I am only noting that they don't seem to have much of a sense of urgency right now. I mean, they're running their plays and they're running their sets, but there's just not that scramble, bodies flying, doing everything you can to try and get back in this game.
Yeah, 15 minutes to go in the season, and then for the team that doesn't come away with a victory here. So sense of urgency has to be ratcheted up for both sides.
Yep. And now the Pioneers set an illegal screen. I don't even see who they called on that, though. Here we go. Jordan Gonzalez called for the personal foul. Again, that'll drive a coach crazy, right? When you call the timeout, you have your inbound play set up, and then you turn it right back over.
Oh, it absolutely does.
All right, Mackenzie Lowe is still out there on Pisney. She's not even looking at the ball, is Lowe. Oh, and Ralston just wrestles one away.
Yeah, Mackenzie and the Pioneers scout defense has been no help off of Shannon Pisney. They are playing denial all over the floor, and if she's in the weak side corner, they are not helping in the paint, staying home on her.
Oh, now there's a entry pass taken away. It was a little low, and Mackenzie Lowe couldn't reel it in. Pisney with it. Lowe picks her up. They go underneath. Bain got left wide open. Ralston missed the assignment. I mean, that's what it looked like to me. She was on the wrong side of the floor.
Yeah, Pioneers got beat back in transition there, never got matched up.
So, Nate, I'll ask you, we've got a question here in the chat room. Do you happen to know the town that Grandview is from?
They are in the capital city of Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines, Iowa. There we go. Thank you. Thought you might know. Oh, and now Ralston just mishandles an entry pass. Okay, Pioneers, this is where you don't want to let things get interesting.
Beautiful urban campus right there near downtown Des Moines, honestly.
Yeah, Des Moines is kind of a pretty town. Only been there a couple times. Now Grandview still looking. Boy, that was a dangerous pass, and Ralston sends it away. Ralston had that one scouted.
Yeah, Anna did a great job fronting the post there. They tried to throw it over the top, but
she was ready.
Couldn't get over the outstretched arms.
They're going back to Sargent. Pisney picks up Sargent. They got Mackenzie Lowe underneath. Lowe in the paint, spins, fires, up. Oh, it won't fall. Comes off the left side. Rebounded by Bain. Mackenzie Lowe is visibly frustrated, and you don't normally see her show frustration. And now she's going to be called for the foul. Boy, something's in Lowe's head right now. Bain is going to go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, and she's had a great game, and it was really a great possession the play before. We got one-on-one play in the post, and, Mackenzie made a great move, just couldn't get the shot to fall. And, she'll take just a minute or two to catch her breath and go right back to her, but she's been real effective here early in the game.
Yeah. And kind of worth noting, I mean, I'm complaining about broadcasting with a mask on. She and Jalen Irvin always play with their mask on, and there's no way that's easy.
Never tried. Can't tell you.
I'm not going to, mainly because I don't play. There we go. Rebounded by Trelshawn Smith. Missed free throw. I haven't picked up a basketball in forever. I really miss it, though.
Nothing more fun.
For a 6-foot fat guy, I wasn't terrible. Austinson open for three. Got it! Nothing but the bottom of the net, but the Pioneers need to hustle back. Pisney trying to cherry pick on him. Nope. Jalen Irvin shuts that down. Pisney was just trying to sneak back. Now Irvin picks her up. Pisney drives, pump fake. Difficult shot, no good. Rebounded by the Pioneers.
Two great plays in a row from Jalen Irvin. Catches a post touch and kicks it out to a shooter for three, and then sprints the floor and gets a stop on the other end. Comes down with the defensive rebound. Big spark from your bigs off the bench.
Now Ralston with it for the Pioneers. Looking. Gets that to Sargent. Smith, she's going to take the three. Left it short. And you can just hear the Pioneer bench explode. Back, and look at the steal by Smith. Layup right side, up and good. That's not fair. That's just not right.
What a play by Trelshawn Smith.
Wow.
Comes up short on the pull-up three and then just says, thank you very much. I'll take those. I'm going to go shoot a layup.
What's this right here? Beep, you're done. And there we go. Layup good on the right side. Timeout called by the head coach of Grandview. She wants to talk things over as Pioneers are trying to pull away. They can't get any farther than these 19 points, but that's where they're at right now. All right, what are you seeing here in the third quarter, Coach?
The Pioneers have continued to do a good job on perimeter defense on, Player of the Year Shannon Pisney, and they've done a little bit better on the rebounding battle this half as well, and I think that's why we've seen the lead extend here early on. Got to continue to go into the post and take advantage of our size mismatch. And then our guard play from Trelshawn Smith has been a spark here as well. So just continue to be solid. Can't allow the two leading scorers from the Vikings in Pisney and Rosner to get comfortable here, because they can certainly make up a lead in a hurry. But been solid defensively and done a little bit better job on the boards, and I think that's why we've seen the lead extend.
Pioneers are winning the defensive glass 22-18. Still trailing on the offensive end, though. 13 offensive boards for Grandview, only 2 for the Pioneers. So the Pioneers are not winning off of their putback opportunities. But thankfully, when you're shooting as well as they are, when you're shooting as well as the Pioneers are, thankfully they're not needing a lot of putbacks.
Des Moines is a tricky pronunciation, too. I'm pretty proud of that one.
Well, when I'm being a jerk face, I say Des Moines, but I understand that that's wrong. All right, Grandview, working. Got it up top, working now right side. They're still circling the perimeter. They're just trying to find that space inside, but the Pioneers are denying them everywhere. Pioneers' defense has been exceptional today. They get out, Pisney, long three, real long three. Ball being battered around. Good luck with that call, official. They're going to say last touch by the Pioneers. No one could cleanly secure that offensive rebound. And it's touched by us going out of bounds.
That is a pretty and confident stroke from the three-point line from Pisney. And you couldn't get that one to fall, but you can see why she's a 44% three-point shooter on the season.
That was a good-looking shot. And she didn't miss it by much, and she was well behind the three-point line. And there's another one taken away by Ralston as they try the entry pass. And Ralston just gets up there like a volleyball player and spikes it away.
Been a lot of contact down low on that end between Ralston and Rosner, and I think the physicality certainly plays into Anna's style of play.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, she's a tough one. And now a foul on the other end. This is going to be on Brianda Bain as she got tangled up with Jalen Irvin on her way to the rim. So 2 free throws coming up for Irvin. First one is up and good. One more on the way. And that one's a miss. 1 for 2 from Irvin. Pioneers hustling back. Grandview trying to get things set up. Pisney is just working as hard as she can. Now they got her open. Head fake, driving left. Double team comes and she airballs it. Oh, the Pioneers know where she is every step of the way. Trelshawn Smith has it for the Pioneers now. Goes left, comes back right. Pisney looks gassed. She's been playing so hard in this. And now there's a block. Rosner able to send Smith's shot back from whence it came. Pisney up the floor, dishes it off. 3 on the way. Up, no good. Oh, the tap goes right to Pisney, though, and she's able to drop it in for 2 points.
There we go. There's the offensive rebounds we were talking about. Grandview able to capitalize on that one.
Yep. This has been a very quick quarter. We're under a minute remaining here in the third. Has not been a lot of calls. Sargent with it, trying to drive, and yeah, that's a foul. Casey Carr is going to be called for the personal. She was trying to impede the progress of Ariel Sargent.
20, Casey Carr. That's her third.
Changes being made by Grandview.
15 foul.
Pisney's going to take a seat, as is Carr, as is Bain. And you know that this is just Pisney getting a breather right before the end of the quarter. She'll probably be playing most of the fourth, if not all of the fourth. 49-31 is your score. And there we go. With that, it's back to those 19 points. Sargent can hit this. It'll finally be 20. That one won't fall. Still at the 19. Which we can't eclipse that number. Now Grandview with it. Ralston again just sending passes away. My goodness.
Aggressive defense. You always want to deny that elbow area in the high post, and she denied that one all the way out to about 35 feet.
Right. She was almost in the stands.
Yes, you can. A little bit.
Yeah, they're able to get the ball in. Is Grandview. Down to 30 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. They go underneath to Rosner. Rosner spins, fires, and able to hit a floater over Anna Ralston. Ralston was there, did all she could. Just a better shot by Rosner.
Great set play on the sideline out of bounds. Ran a pro cut to the left side and then an elevator back out to the right and misdirection. Able to get a post touch. Good play.
Pioneers are going to have a chance with 10 seconds left. Last shot. Trelshawn Smith with it. Tries a step back. Goes to Sargent. 3 on the way. Got it! Ariel Sargent knocks down the three-point shot. And that's going to do it for the quarter.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Pioneers 53, Grandview 33.
Here's a replay of that 3 by Sargent. Trelshawn Smith gets into the lane. Sargent comes off of Anna Ralston's flare screen, gets her feet set, knocks it down. Big shot from Ariel.
I'll tell you, Ariel Sargent, she started the season as any freshman would. Probably still trying to learn and still trying to get her feet. But she has only gotten better as the season has gone on.
But she's a different player today than she was in November.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it.
Oh, yeah. 100%. So we have 10 minutes left in the ball game. It's 53-33. So, Coach, let's say you're over there in the Grandview huddle. What are you telling your team right now? Down 20, your season's on the line.
Yeah, you got to break this fourth quarter up into segments. You got to say, hey, we're going to call a timeout at the 7-minute mark. Let's get it to 12 by the 7-minute mark. And then you guys say, hey, we're going to call a timeout at the 4-minute mark. Let's get it to 8 by the 4-minute mark. You got to come little chunks at a time. Got to force some turnovers, probably play a little bit faster, pick your pace up on the offensive end. But, yeah, you can't look at the score and say, hey, we gotta win this 10 minutes by 20. You got to win the next 3 minutes by 7. And then do it again and again and again. So
okay.
Got to break it up into little chunks here.
I like it. All right, again, 20-point lead for the Pioneers. Right now, Trelshawn Smith on the floor is the leading scorer for the Pioneers with 13 points in this game. Let's see, it looks like they're going to give Pisney just a few more moments of rest. She's not going to start the fourth quarter. So right now, their leading scorer on the floor right now is Rosner. And she has 8 points for this game. See, already, I wouldn't be happy with this pace.
Yeah, you gotta pick the pace up on the offensive end. Make up a 20-point lead. Even if you give up 0, you got to score 21 points this quarter. So
right. All right, there we go. Jordan Kramer puts in the first 2 for Grandview. Pioneers looking for the answer. Jordan Gonzalez came back in during that break. She goes to low. Scott wants it down low. They get it to Scott. Scott's shot is up. It's good, and she's fouled.
The hoop and the harm. Megan Scott and 1.
You see it right here, Mackenzie Lowe. She's looking the whole way. Look at this entry pass. Right over Rosner. And at that point, they're in a world of trouble. There was not much that Monahan could do. Scott's free throw too strong, no good, but Lowe gets the rebound. Lowe kicks it out, gets it to Jordan Gonzalez. Gonzalez, a long pass to Megan Scott. Double team comes. Scott spins out, back to Gonzalez. 3 on the way. Got it! Jordan Gonzalez knocks it through for 3.
That's a backbreaker. When you give up an offensive rebound on a free throw, it ends up with a 3-point play for the Pioneers. That hurts.
Yep. Ouch. Here's a drive. Shot is up. Wow, difficult shot, and that's good. That's Kramer again able to knock one down.
30-second timeout, Grandview.
And now Grandview wants to talk things over, calling a timeout with, let's see, we're 56 seconds into the quarter. So they didn't quite make it to 7 like you said, but I think they're employing your strategy there.
Yeah, well, and they're down to just 1 timeout remaining, and they're going to hopefully, have to save that till quite at the end here. And maybe that timeout was just to get Shannon Pisney back into the ballgame.
Could be, yeah. She was at the scorer's table waiting to check back in, but you can't always count on the game action to stop anytime soon. I harken back to that third quarter, which was fast. There weren't a lot of stoppages in that third quarter.
No, neither team in the bonus in the third quarter, and only 1 foul called here early in the fourth.
Gonzalez and Smith in the backcourt. Trelshawn with it, heading up the floor. No changes made during that break for the Pioneers. Smith was giving Coach a look. She couldn't tell what he was calling. That was fun. Smith to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, high post. They go to Scott. Scott, nice head fake. Oh, she got a little tripped up there and travels. I thought she had her beat going up left and then stumbled.
Megan Scott with shades of an old Hakeem Olajuwon dream shake right there.
Absolutely it was.
Just 1 extra step, but I love the post move.
Yeah, if it weren't for the stumble, she had an easy layup because they bid on that fake. Pisney with it. Dribbling left all the way to the rim. Shot is up. Late whistle comes in. And Pisney's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Mackenzie Lowe going to be called for the personal? No. Jordan Gonzalez?
That's your third.
No, they called it on Lowe.
A strong take there from Pisney. Tried to finish it with her left hand and maybe created some contact there with her off arm, but gets the foul call, and I'm sure she'll go get an opportunity to convert at the line here.
There you go. Missed the first one, missed the front end. Again, you're in Birdman territory down there. And he's going. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by Mackenzie Lowe.
Ryan Robinson strikes again.
Absolutely. Ariel Sargent getting ready to check back in for the Pioneers. Smith driving, goes to Scott. Scott to Mackenzie Lowe. Look at that mismatch underneath. Oh, Mackenzie Lowe just leaves it short on the front of the rim. She got matched up with Kramer, and that's height advantage Mackenzie Lowe. And
Yeah.
she just left that shot short.
Did a great job getting deep post position, just unable to convert that one.
3 on the way, no good. Rebounded by Trellshawn Smith. Grandview is just starting to hoist him from behind the three-point line now. Desperation, I think, is starting to sink in. Jordan Gonzalez with it for the Pioneers to Mackenzie Lowe. Lowe swings it out to Austinson. Austinson with the drive in the paint. Shot is up, no good. Foul is called. See if they're going to call this on the floor. Nope, in the act of shooting.
First, second team foul.
This is Rigatuso called for the personal. This is going to put Lydia Austinson at the line, shooting 2.
Lydia Austinson, not the biggest person out on the floor, but if a fight was to break out in here, I'm standing behind her.
Absolutely.
Tough as nails.
First free throw, no good. Yeah, her and Anna Ralston. I'm just not ticking off either of them. She's going to be a good little broadcaster. And say hi to their families when they check into the chat room.
Absolutely.
The Ralston family is normally always here. Haven't seen them yet, but I'm sure they're watching. So the second free throw was good. Ariel Sargent has checked back in. Austinson takes a seat. Grandview with the ball. They're trailing by 22.
Help him, Meg.
Pisney gives up the ball. And it's always worth noting when Pisney doesn't have the ball in her hand. She's trying to get free. Mackenzie Lowe is just following her wherever she may roam. Bain with the three-point shot, no good. Now Point Scott heading out. Megan Scott wants it again. Has it down low. Layup on the right side. She left it short on the front of the rim. She was wide open. Probably more open than she thought she was.
Yeah, I might have rushed that one just a little bit.
3 on the way, no good. Mackenzie Lowe with another board. Outlet pass down to Trellshawn Smith. Smith ahead of the field. Reverse windmill slam. So Trellshawn Smith with 2 points on the layup on the right side.
Off a great full court outlet pass.
It
Shades
was.
of Kevin Love on the full court outlet there from Mackenzie Lowe.
The real K-Love. There we go. There's a shot in the paint. Up and good for Grandview. This is Brianna Jensen getting her first action of the afternoon.
Going to go right back to the double ball screen. First one's a slip. Second one's a pop. Can we go high-low to Mackenzie?
Jordan Gonzalez
There
with
it
it.
is.
Goes down low to Mackenzie Lowe. Shot is up and good.
From Jordan Gonzalez.
Mackenzie Lowe with 16 points here in the Player of the Year matchup. 3-point shot, missed absolutely everything. I think Jensen probably wants that shot back. And with that, see, I know she's got a fan in here. Who is that? Here comes Taylor Nichols.
Number 23, Taylor
So-
Nichols.
Kathy, I hope you're still in here. Taylor Nichols on the floor. Hope you're watching.
South.
63-39, 6 minutes remaining in the ball game. And so far, the Pioneers, barring an epic collapse, are going to be playing Monday for the conference championship. It's going to be right here. I know they're still talking on if it's going to be 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. So just make sure you go to MNUsports.com and check on the game time, or always follow them on Twitter, as that's where a lot of information goes out.
Niemeyer. That's your third team foul.
So foul was called on Niemeyer. Pioneers inbound the ball from the sideline. Trellshawn Smith with it, working right. Around the screen, in the paint. Shot is up, no good. Foul is called. It's a late whistle, but they all count the same. Foul's going to be on
Foul's number 20.
Casey Carr.
May have been a little bit of a bailout there. Trellshawn took it hard to the rim. It was a little out of control on the finish, but fell hard enough and, did a good job selling it. Earned her 2 free throws there the hard way.
Yeah, I was rather surprised we got that call. Oh, first free throw short off the front of the rim. No good. She's going to have one more.
Must not have been a foul, right? Basketball
The
karma.
basketball doesn't lie. If she goes 0 for 2, then we have to give that foul call back, right?
Just take it off the board.
Take it off. And the second one's good, so it was only half of a foul.
50-50 call.
Boy, that was a nice behind-the-back dribble.
Nifty play.
Yeah. Bringing it down. Ooh,
Wow.
boy.
Great play there. 44 from Grandview.
That's Bain.
Bain caught it and rip and go baseline. That's, we call that a baseline run in our program. He was able to shot fake and finish. It's pretty fundamental basketball.
I'm going to be honest, I was kind of surprised. Normally when you shot fake as you're moving to the basket like that, you get a travel call more times than not.
Yep.
But not that time.
He's able to keep her pivot foot down.
Yep.
And then draws an offensive foul on the other end. So 2 good plays in a row here from Bain.
That's her 4th.
And let's see, that foul was on Mackenzie Lowe. That is her 4th personal. If we were in the 3rd quarter, I would be a little worried right now. One more and her afternoon will be over. Thankfully, as it looks, again, it would take the collapse of all collapses for the Pioneers to not walk away with this victory. Pisney drives. Foul's going to be called on Trelshawn Smith. She hit the deck hard and is still down. You need the trainer, anybody, to go check on Trelshawn?
Yeah, Trelshawn went down hard there trying to draw the offensive foul. May have hit her head on the floor on the way down, and she's going to be tended to by our trainer here.
Actually, it looks like the trainers of Grandview are out there checking her out right now. Do we not have ours? Oh, no, that is them.
Jordan.
Okay.
Jordan Richmond, the trainer for the women's basketball team.
I saw him run in from the other side. I thought it was the other squads. We were just playing hide-and-go trainer. Yeah, Smith hit hard. You got to imagine at this point her afternoon's probably over.
Yeah, just hopefully she's okay and is going to be healthy going forward. But definitely a tough fall there. Although she's getting to her feet now, it's a good sign.
There we go. Gets a hug from the assistant coach. You can't be too hurt if you're getting hugs. Yeah, I think it was her back.
Could have been, yeah.
She went down kind of holding her lower back, and now is leaving the floor rather gingerly. So we will bring you any updates we get on Trelshawn Smith. But again, she's out of the game. Looks like Lydia Austenson's coming back in. So Jordan Gonzalez now will take over as primary point guard. The Pioneers really with 3 bigs on the floor if you look at it, with Nichols, Lowe, and Sargent. So height advantage Pioneers.
Yeah, especially with Rosner out of the game.
I'm sure it's coming down to they need to launch some threes and outrun the Pioneers. So, yeah, I don't know if Rosner is going to be the right call to be on the floor, so that's probably why they've got her out. First free throw is good from Pisney. Gets her up to 10 points in this game. Again, she's averaging 20 for the season per game, so now 11. Playing below her average at the moment. Pioneers have done a good job keeping her contained. And I'd say, 98% of that credit goes to Mackenzie Lowe.
Absolutely.
Oh, Nichols lost the pass, and this is going to be a easy layup for Kramer on the other end. Up and good for 2. Now a turnover by Sargent, who airmailed Jordan Gonzalez by about, 50 feet, 60 feet? I only exaggerate a little, but okay. Pioneers need to calm down and get this back under control.
Yeah, just like that, when your primary ball handler and point guard is out of the game and your starting point guard and Michaela Gooch, who's been unable to play with a foot injury here, all of a sudden you're down to your 3rd point guard spot. And Jordan more than capable of handling it, but just not a position she's played a lot of minutes at. And it'll take a little adjustment period here.
A little surprised that Sheldon hasn't checked in. Sheldon normally pretty steady hand in the backcourt. Now Pisney drives, shot erase. Megan Scott gets that. Pisney runs into her own player. Now Scott just wrestles it away. And what is the official calling here?
Timeout.
Timeout, Pioneers.
Oh, Pioneers called timeout. Okay.
Yeah, Megan Scott able to wrestle that ball away and maintain possession, and timeout granted for Coach Lewis.
Fortunate for the Pioneers. Coach Lewis, not pleased. Not pleased. 64-45 is your score. 4:33 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Getting to be more interesting than we really want it, between injuries and then just utter nonsense.
Turnover bug came up to bite us there for a few possessions.
Boy,
but
that it did. That it did. Come on, update stats. Here we go. Try and get a little action here on the stats. What's going on here? Pioneers are still shooting well at 52% from the floor, 31% for Grandview. So they've actually increased their shooting percentage by a lot. They still can't hit behind the 3-point line at only 17%. They're 3 for 17. And then the Pioneers behind the 3-point line are 6 for 11. They're 54%.
Yeah, that 3-point percentage defense has been a big key today, because Penzie, a 44% 3-point shooter, Monahan, a great shooter, almost 35% out there, and Carr, a 46% three-point shooter. So they start three very efficient shooters from the perimeter, and Pioneers have done a good job taking that away.
And now the press is on. They get it into Gonzalez. Gonzalez ahead, dangerous pass, but Austinson was able to get that. And now the Pioneers can slow the pace just for a moment. They go to Mackenzie Lowe at the top. Right side to Austinson. Austinson now working left. Hands that off to Sargent. Sargent now comes back right. Trying to feed the post. They get it to Scott. Scott in the post, spins left, layup up. No good. Boy, how did that not fall? Scott got everything she wanted on that except for 2 points.
Went to the spin cycle, but was washing on cold, apparently.
Oh, nice. All right, so the Pioneers need a defensive stop, something fierce right now. Pisney going to try and get around Scott, dishes it off. A drive, a dish, Kramer with it, Gonzalez all over. Kramer shot, banked in off the glass, up and good.
Tough finish from Kramer. Up and under, good step through, able to use the backboard, good play.
The only thing the Pioneers can take away from that last one is it took them 21 seconds to score.
Yep, the clock is our friend. Tick, 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 tick. Take all 30 seconds off the shot clock if you don't have a layup.
Gonzalez.
And what do I know?
Oh, what do you know? Gonzalez steps back for three. It's time for this run to end. Back to a 20-point lead for the Pioneers, 67-47. Pisney with it, contested three, got it, she banks it in.
That's the big benefit of playing a 2 p.m. game is banks are open all around the country.
Banks are open. Given that my day job is that of a banker, that's true. I actually left work early to come call the game. Because go Pioneers and stuff. Now Gonzalez driving. Little floater right at the front of the rim, and Gonzalez comes up with 2 points. Nobody got back, and Kramer ahead of the field, layup right side, up and good.
You can't get comfortable with the lead late. Don't want to be trading baskets. Got to have emphasis on transition defense here.
Now Jordan Gonzalez with it, slowing the pace for the Pioneers. Megan Scott, top of the key. They want Mackenzie Lowe underneath. Boy, and the entry pass was a little too tall. Out of bounds it goes, back to Grandview.
Been an offensive explosion here from Jordan Kramer. Averages 3.5 points a game, is up to 13 here, and had a big second half.
Yeah, she is. Wow. I would never have thought that she's only averaging 3 points a game.
Yeah, been very impressive here in the second half.
Absolutely. So now Grandview looking for that 3-point shot, swinging around the perimeter. 3-pointer on the way, no good, but hey, look at that, another offensive rebound for the Vikings. They should be used to that by now. Another 3 on the way, no good. And Mackenzie Lowe gets double-teamed and fouled. If this is on Casey Carr, I think that ends her day.
Yeah, and the Vikings have gone deep into their bench here, and wouldn't be surprised to see the Pioneers do the same after these foul shots, as typically once one team decides to go to the bench, then the other team will follow suit. And
right.
Well earned by the starters after a great game for 38 minutes here.
And Brianna Jensen was called for that personal foul. That's just her first. Mackenzie Lowe is at the line to shoot 2. First one. Ooh, boy, didn't fall. One more coming up. Mackenzie Lowe looking for her 17th point in the ball game now. Oh, missed it again. Yikes. So missed them both. 2 minutes remaining in the game. And there we go. Trelshawn Smith just jogged behind our broadcast position. Someone asked her if she's good. She said she's good. So Smith, who will be done for the day, appears not to be suffering any long-lasting ill effects from that fall that she took a little while ago.
Great news.
Great news for the Pioneers, who are just hitting it now, trying to put this game away, getting it to Monday evening for the conference championship. Sargent, a very off-balance 3, didn't hit anything, and now rebounded by Grandview, and they're going to try and outrun the Pioneers here. They were not happy just letting the ball go out of bounds. They rebounded it and tried to run.
Number 34, Isabel Kishino.
Yeah, more people coming off the bench for Grandview. Coach Lewis not responding in kind. Oop, there's ball knocked free. Chased down by Grandview. Down to 1:15 remaining in the game. Jalen Irvin's going to go to the scorer's table and get back in this game at the next stop.
A great backdoor cut there.
That was knocked away by the Pioneers. Going to have 7 seconds left. Now Natasha Bozic is going to check in for the Pioneers as well. Mackenzie Lowe's going to take a seat. Her day will be done. Same with Jordan Gonzalez. And now the coach of Grandview wants to talk things over. 106 remaining in the ball game. 69-54 is your score. So the Pioneers just a shade over a minute away from moving on to the conference finals. Let's see, also checking in, it looks like it's going to be Keegan Steers for the Pioneers. So my fellow Shawnee Mission North Indian, which I will say every time that she gets in a game.
Former Pioneers women's basketball assistant coach, Martina, is the head women's coach at Shawnee Mission North now.
Hey, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Now you know.
Can you say her last name?
I'm not even going to try.
Yeah.
It is of Serbian descent.
So after they won the conference championship, or when they won the national title when she was the assistant coach, the next season we did a presentation of all the players.
7 seconds.
And so I read the little monologue that they wanted me to do on the PA system here.
Right.
I had to try and say her name. Man, I wasn't even in the ballpark. I wasn't even close. And I could hear the chuckles from the bench, and like there was nothing I could do.
She is Coach Martina to me.
Absolutely. I felt bad.
Sit off sideline, spread.
1 minute. 1 minute in the ball game.
So 1 minute left. Bozic with it for the Pioneers. Goes to Steers. Steers right side to Megan Scott. Double team comes for Scott. Scott drives. Layup up, no good. Not able to get her own rebounds. Off the fingertips. Grandview heading down the floor. Nice pass. Layup up, no good. Foul is called. That was a heck of a feed by, let's see, Ellie Ringstorff. Ringstorff with a great pass. Not able to finish, but still impressive.
The last thing you want to do if you're the Pioneers under a minute to go is stop the clock and give scoring opportunities. But
Correct. That free throw will not fall because Birdman. Yeah, Birdman cares not what the lead is.
the crowd unhappy with the officials as there was a sub sitting at the scores table after the first foul shot and chose to ignore that and
Yeah,
said,
they
no,
did.
she can come in after the second one. So, okay. Megan Alexander into the game for the first time.
There we go. Megan Scott, her night done. Day is done. I keep forgetting this is not an evening game. Ariel Sargent still in the game, heads up the floor. Sargent handling point guard duties now. They go to Steers. Around the screen from Alexander, and then Irvin gets it to Bozic. Bozic thought about the three, thought better of it. They go in the post to Alexander. It's knocked away. Taken away by Grandview. A drive. Long cross-court pass. Not able to get free in the corner for the three, though.
It's like Derek Jeter jumping toward right field, throwing it to first base there.
There's a shot, no good. Irvin with the rebound, ahead to Bozic, and we are 2 seconds away. We're done. There it is.
That's your ball game. Pioneers 69, Grandview 55.
Well, that is an impressive win by the Pioneers against a very good Grandview team who played well, but the Pioneers had a great evening. We're going to give just a moment here for the stats to go final before we bring you kind of our end of game. I'll refresh my old phone. Nope, not there yet. There we go. Now they're final. All right, there you go. Color man, if you want to do some stat-looking stuff, go for it.
Yeah, so Pioneers finished the game 69-55 advantage, 51% from the floor for the Pioneers, 33% for Grandview, 53.8% from the three-point line were the Pioneers tonight, just red hot from behind the line, held to just 20% for Grandview. And rebounding battle goes to the Vikings. They had 43 rebounds, Pioneers just 34. And no ties, no lead changes. Pioneers led the whole way.
Yep, start to finish, Pioneer control.
Assist advantage goes to the Pioneers, 17-14. 16 turnovers for the Pioneers, just 14 for the Vikings. Great output from the bench from Grandview, 24 bench points to just 12 for the Pioneers. No technicals, second chance points, big advantage to the Vikings. But 69-55 your final, big performance from Mid-America Pioneers.
There we go. I should never ask you to do stats when everyone's going to try and sorry, Coach Lamar, giving it to Nate here. So there we go, everybody. All right, make sure you go to MNUsports.com and check the time for the championship game on Monday. Tune in to us here on the Pioneer Sports Network if you are unable to attend in person. Check for all the Rona protocols online. So for the Pioneer Sports Network, I'm Kyle Walker for Nate Launis. Good night, everybody. We'll see you Monday evening.